I'm Ashlyn.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Marla, and we want you to mansplain baseball elsewhere.
Yay.
Yay. So I have like this strawberry infused water.
Mm.
Super healthy, I guess.
Sounds good.
Basically, I had a lot of produce left over, and I was like, what do you do with it? Like, all of it. So instead of buying raw, I just make my own non-carbonated version. But anyway, I just want to toast to recording again because it's been a long time since all three of us have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been an all-star break, so,
Ashlyn has a body armor, I see.
Yes, I'm toasting with body armor because I don't drink alcohol anymore, actually,
Mm-hmm.
until Friday. So that's what I'm toasting
Well,
to. I'm toasting to healthy habits because I'm telling myself I'm gonna do better, like on all the stuff I tell everybody else to do, like drinking water and stuff. I've had 52 ounces of water today, and I don't think I had 52 ounces of water last month.
Jeez.
So go
stats.
me, go me. I'm also having vegetables for dinner, and I have a very short 15-minute workout plan that's the toss up. Honestly, that's just the overachieving part. So if we miss that, it's
Yeah.
fine. Still good for a Monday.
It's so good for, especially
Yeah.
this Monday. It's been a beast.
Yeah, sorry if I don't sound great because I'm on AirPods and a cell phone because it rained today, so I don't have internet because that's how it works out here.
It'd be too easy.
Yes.
I've got the AHA brand sparkling water, the lemon with the caffeine infused, which are lifesavers. And I've got some of that mixed with some vodka because, like we've said
Oh,
several times already, it's been a Monday. So,
yes.
yeah. And I'm going to toast to Luke Prokop for coming out today. This morning's like one of the first things I saw today when I got on Twitter. Like, he's a Preds, not prospect, I guess. He's in like the Preds system, and he came out today as gay. And like, there's been so much support around him. The NHL account has been like firing right
Flaming.
back at motherfuckers. It's been awesome. So props to him. Awesome. And I have my wait, can you here? My SpongeBob Pride shirt on to celebrate for him. So yeah,
That's
toast to him.
awesome.
At least there's
Awesome.
been some good news today. So
Yes.
That's true. That was good. So I just looked into American female athletes, like for our kick-ass lady, and I honestly didn't know that female wrestling was like an actual Olympic sport. Apparently, it is.
mm,
And
I didn't
a
know
lady
wrestling
named
was, to be honest.
Kathleen Gray is an American wrestler. She said like it's a lot bigger sport like around the world than here, probably because of like gender norms and stuff. But she is five-time world champion, and she was an Olympian in 2016. She's the first U.S. woman to win back-to-back wrestling world titles since Tricia Saunders in 1999, and she's also the first of either gender to win 5 world titles.
Damn.
So that's pretty cool. She's also the first female wrestler to have her own signature shoe from Asics. So that's
Love that.
fun, and she helped design it. And she has been in ESPN's The Body issue.
Oh.
And I don't think she has an ounce of fat on her. Like, so, anyway, if you're into that
Bless.
kind of thing, you could look at it. She's like super strong and setting records right and left. So,
That's awesome.
shout out to the lesser known Olympic sports and to Adeline Gray for bringing some awareness to women's wrestling.
Very
That's
cool.
awesome.
Um, I don't really have a mansplain this week, you guys. I don't. I didn't see anything, and I've been not mansplained to. So I guess they have also been taking a break for the All Star break. So shout out to them.
Yeah,
Yes.
someone told me today that the Braves were only 4 games back because the Mets were only 48 and 42. Like, yeah, 40 4 plus 4 is actually 48.
Uh,
This is not a math pod, but I do know that.
we can
So
do that much.
yes,
So I think my favorite, Mansplain was when we picked Jock on Friday and people were like, he's not even in the lineup. We straight up said we don't know if he's going to make the game, but we're so far in the
it's
lead, we
fine.
don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
And then
we
he
can
was
fund
in,
it.
but he didn't hit his homer till the next day because of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's how we do things now
Of
at this point
course.
for Braves. We pick them so that the next day they will for sure homer. That's how it goes. So
Works out.
Nope.
It's a curse.
well, speaking of Jock and the Braves, and the Braves being 4 games back, we are still 4 games back.
That's
Um,
honestly, it feels like we are so much farther back than that. So
yes,
and that's why there's still
that's
buyers.
that's what I'm saying. Like
So
it's
close.
we are still chasing 500. We are 45 and 47 at the moment. But that's what I was thinking today. It could be so much worse.
Yeah.
Like with everything that's happened and as bad as the bullpen has been, like if
Yeah.
we even win half of these games that we lost because of the bullpen, we're in first place. If we win more than half of them, we're running away with first place.
Yeah. We'd be
Like,
leading the league.
yeah, like it's crazy. It could be so much, and that's with like our offense is kind of starting to figure it out now, but they're at the very beginning, or not the very beginning of the season, first couple of months of the season, they were very streaky. I mean,
Yeah.
we would, what was it, like 3 games and we had 2 hits or some shit? Like, it
Yeah.
was
Not
very streaky.
good.
They're starting to figure it out, thank God, but still, and then starting pitching, everybody's hurt. I mean, we don't even know who our starting pitchers are. It could be so much worse than 4 games back. So, anyways, that's just my positivity spin on that because it could be so much worse. But speaking of so much worse, it has a very good possibility of getting so much worse over the next 2 weeks
Great.
because we have one of the toughest schedules coming back from the All Star game. We had our first 3 with Tampa Bay, which we only won one of. The 2
But
that we lost, though, however, are like we were talking about those bullpen games where we were winning. There was no we gave those games to them. Period. That should have been a sweep. So there's that. Um, we start a 3 game set with San Diego today. And then we got 4 with Philly, 4 with the Mets, 3 with the Brewers, and I believe 3 with the Cardinals is next after that. That gets into like the 3rd week, but whatever. Since we've been here, we have lost Ronnie to a complete ACL tear. He's not going to be back until into next year. Mike Soroka went through with his second successful Achilles tendon tear surgery last week.
Having deja
Um,
vu.
yeah,
yeah,
so we've had some really bad things happen, but we've also had a couple of good things happen. Jock Peterson was picked up from the Cubs in exchange for Bryce Ball. Stephen Vogt. Is that how you say his last name? That's right, isn't it? Vogt was
I think
added
so.
from the Arizona Diamondbacks in exchange for Mason Byrne. I think that's his name. So we traded 2 first basemen this week, which only means Freddie is obviously signing an extension. Because that's just all it could mean. That's it. That's all it can mean. So we got those 2 guys, and they made an immediate impact. Jock played 2 games. He's had 9 plate appearances in those 2 games with 5 hits, including a double, a home run, and a walk. He's racked up 4 RBIs. He's done really well. Steven yesterday was his first game, and he went 3 for 4 at the plate, which was a career best, or tied with his career best, I believe,
oh,
and had an RBI. So it was a damn good game or 2 for those guys. So maybe
You
they
need
can
it.
bring some spark. And I think it was Talking Baseball I was listening to. I don't know, somebody, one of them, was talking about how the guys on the Cubs said that when Jock came, he was just like a really good influence on the clubhouse. Like he was just really happy go lucky. He bought like all the guys sneakers and like just really kind of infused some positive energy into the clubhouse. So maybe he can do that for us too.
Yeah.
you
Good
that.
things can still happen.
We've been saying all season they need to have a dance party or something. So maybe
Yeah,
he can do that. And maybe we can just
exactly.
buy all of our bats for the second
Yeah,
half.
There we go.
That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. And honestly, if the Tigers can go undefeated since the All-Star break, I believe anything can happen. It's only been
Stranger
3
things.
games, but I don't care.
Hey, that's a streak.
A sweep is a sweep, baby.
It's a streak. Did I freeze again? I keep freezing.
Yes.
There you're back.
I would say now you're back. We heard Tigers went on a sweep. Or
Yes,
streak. Or both,
they're on a
really.
streak.
Sweet
Yes,
streak.
and they had 2 shutouts in the past 3 games. They're only 8 games under 500, which is good for them.
That's
They're
great.
third in AL Central, so like, look at us go. But we do have a 4-game series with the Rangers, so who knows?
That could
The
easily be some more
Rangers-
wins.
Yeah, but it's weird because like they get some freak wins too, and the Tigers get some freak wins. So who wins a series against 2 random teams? Who knows? But then we played the Royals, which we seem to have had their number.
Yeah.
I think they swept us like before the All-Star break, but I don't care about that. This is a new season, so
Exactly.
yeah, I think we're finally doing good. Oh, Jose Urena had to leave the game early on.
Hate to see it.
Bless his heart. Oh, wow. Peace be with you or whatever.
I'm just saying karma's real. I'll say.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It
saying.
truly is.
Karma
I
is
mean,
real.
he keeps getting. I think that's like the 3rd or 4th time he's been taken out early this year, and you know he broke his arm. So like, I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah. Don't be an asshole to Ronnie or you'll break your arm.
Right.
That's basically what the universe said.
I think that's Newton's 4th law, actually.
Yeah.
Yep. Can't wait to see what happens to that warning track in the Miami Stadium.
Yep.
It's gonna be like a giant sinkhole or something. Who
I was about to
knows?
say.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of sinkholes, the Blue Jays kind of tanked against the Rays, but they didn't get swept. They won the final game of the series 3-1. And then they did turn around and sweep the Rangers. Like we were saying, the Rangers are not good, but the Blue Jays have also managed to lose some games that they definitely should have won, which I mean, it's baseball, it happens, but like losing against like the Orioles and stuff. So I was pleasantly surprised. They got 25 runs between the 3 games against the Rangers, and yesterday was a doubleheader. So they were not slowing down. It was exciting. Since we've last recorded, they have traded Rowdy Tellez. He got traded to the Brewers for Bowden Francis and Trevor Richards. Danny Jansen came back. He's been very cold at the plate, for lack of a better word. He would. It'd be great to see him pick it up. They are, as a team, though, heating up because they are at a season high 6 games over 500 as of today at noon. So we'll see if that continues. They're still in 3rd, I believe. Yeah, 3rd in the division. 48 and 42. Boston's at 56 and 38, and Tampa Bay is at 55 and 38. So it's a tight race between like the Blue Jays and the Yankees, and like it's crazy. And they are returning to Toronto on July 30th. They're going to have 15,000 fans to start. And I saw earlier that they're going to have like 200, 250 or so, like healthcare workers, grocery store workers, to like that they're going to host to,
That's
thank them
awesome.
for getting us through the pandemic.
Yeah,
That is
that's
super
awesome.
cool.
Yeah. And it's Canada, so they're like got their shit together a little bit.
Right.
And the team's going to be going in hot. They are, the stats. I know we've talked several times, like Houston's on top of all the team totals. And right now it's kind of like the 2 teams are tied for a lot of them. Or the Blue Jays are leading right now for home runs, slugging, OPS, and I think they're tied for OBP. Could be wrong. Something like that. So Yeah, the bats are heating up. Lourdes hit a grand slam yesterday. I forget which game it was. I think it might have been the first game. Yeah, because I think it was Fult's game. So that was the second game. Anyway, yeah. So
Close to his heart.
poor Fulte. I miss him, but
Also,
I guess he is what he is.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm excited to see what the Blue Jays can pull out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, the Astros, I bragged on them like a lot, and so naturally they had to kind of chill because I was just talking too much. They are still first in the division. They are 56-38, but they're 5-5 in their last 10. Um, they're still 3.5 games up on the A's. So they're still in a good spot, and their next few weeks is not like the Braves, and they have quite a few games that they should be able to steal away in the next few weeks and make themselves feel a lot better. Um, they have three with the Indians at home, and then they have three with the Rangers at home. They ought to be able to do very well in that 6 game set. Then they go to the Mariners for three, which again should feel really good about. And I need them to feel really good about it because after that, they go to San Francisco for three, and then they go see the Dodgers for three. So,
Tough.
yeah, we got to do, I would need us to keep going, keep building confidence over these next couple of weeks because when you get into the Giants and the Dodgers on the road, I just, I don't know, that can get a little hairy. So, want to give us as much of a cushion between first and second between now and then as we can. Um, Bregman is finally supposed to be back at the end of this month. So today's what, the 19th. So I guess anytime within the next 10 days or so, he ought to be coming back. So that's exciting. Also, not related to the Astros really, but sort of. I saw that Seager is coming back soon for the Dodgers. So by the time they play them, he should be back too. So that'd be kind of fun because
Oh,
they'll both have two of their like power guys that they've not had for a while. They'll be back by then. So that ought to be a good series again.
yeah.
So yeah, they're doing good, but I got a little too cocky. They had to chill me out. So I get it. It's fine. I understand. This is why the Braves can't have anything nice because I would be absolutely insufferable.
I don't think we have to worry about that this year, but maybe. I don't know.
Who knows?
Um, as far as around the league goes, I don't really have a lot of specific stories other than I saw Seager was coming back. But it's been a crazy start to the second half, kind of tumultuous. The Yankees had to cancel their first game because of COVID and then played the next day, which I didn't expect them to. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess they got it figured out. Judge was one of the players who got put on the list or whatever, and I was ready to throw every single hand because he's one that helped walk Mrs. Aaron out onto the field during
Yeah.
the friggin'.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God. But so far, everything's been good. So we're gonna be all right. Um, the Yankees in general are not great, but I mean, like I said, it's the AL East been kind of a clusterfuck, other than Boston and Tampa Bay. So there's that. White Sox are still on top of the Central, and they've got a pretty good lead. Cleveland's 8 games back,
Yeah.
which is the biggest gap between a first and second place in baseball right now. The NL Central is second. The Brewers are on top, 56-39, and Cincinnati is in second. They're 7 games back. They've got 48 and 45. So, and Garrett Cole's got his stuff back, I guess. Even
Yeah,
though
he fucking ate the Astros for lunch, whatever day that was.
I
Jesus
guess it
Christ.
took him a month or so to figure out how to pitch without spider tack, but whatever.
Yeah, he figured it out though. Well, I don't even remember. He did through that complete game, like 126 pitches, struck out 12, I think. I believe it was 12 against the Astros. screamed at Aaron Boone on the mound. It was fucking crazy, but go him. Love that for him.
Um, else has been going on? The Mets stood up against the Pirates, which was pretty hilarious to watch. Except for the last game, the Pirates did their thing. They were the first
Mets stood
team.
up and the Pirates still
Yeah,
fumbled it.
they still managed.
It
They were
was
the
fun
first team to come
because
back from 6-run deficit, and then the next day lose a 6-run deficit or something like that in like the
Love
modern
that.
era. So
I
historical.
Love
was
that for them.
showing that to someone, and they're like, "I've already seen that this year." And I'm like, "No, that was the Pirates messing up. This is the
Yeah.
Mets messing up at the Pirates.
Yeah,
Like,
like it's
Yeah.
same
different.
teams involved, but different, Same but different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same.
I don't know, man. What else happened? Pete Alonso won the home run derby again. That's
Yeah,
all
he's
that happened.
crazy.
The AL won the All-Star game because they always do. And that's all that happened there.
Well, I have some more random facts about the All-Star game.
Love that.
They did win again. It's their 8th in a row. So that ties for the 3rd longest All-Star win streak in history. The only ones longer were an 11-win run by the NL from 1972 to 1982. So remember
Let's get
that.
that back.
And a 12-win run by the AL from 1997 to 2009, not counting the tie in 2002. So basically, the AL has owned us our lifetimes. But
That's
Yeah, I was
funny.
gonna
I
say
saw.
what's that, 2-3 years since the early
Yeah.
90s
at
that
least it doesn't determine home field advantage anymore. So
Anymore, yeah.
that's
I did
nice.
see something, and I'm taking this at pure tweet value because I definitely didn't research it. But some Astros fan tweeted that the AL hasn't lost the All-Star game since the Astros became an AL team. I don't know if that's right or not, but it seems pretty cool if it's true.
If true,
Shout
biggest.
out to that person. Don't remember who you were, but
Yep.
not
Well,
gonna fact check you, so we'll just say you're right.
yep. We'll just go with it. I'm sure somebody will let us know if we're wrong, and you're wrong.
Yep.
Vladdy's homer in the 3rd came off at 110.2 miles per hour, was 468 feet, and it was the longest in any All-Star game since StatCast began tracking in 2015. I would assume it's longest ever because home runs have gotten longer, but who actually knows? He
Yeah.
also became the youngest All-Star MVP, which we know. But what I found really interesting, so Realmuto and Zunino marked just the 3rd time that 2 catchers have homered in the same All-Star game. And one of those in 1997 was our own Javi Lopez. So,
There we go.
and in 1969, it was Johnny Bench was one of the 2 catchers.
Oh.
So
Nice.
big names there. But their home runs were the 2nd and 3rd longest in All-Star history. So the 3 longest home runs in All-Star history were hit
All in the same game.
at Coors Field. Who would have thunk it?
Cord.
Yeah.
Coors. Whatever.
So I thought that was cool. Like, I mean, we all expected to see him go far and everything. So, which speaking of, Trey Mancini, like, super impressed me.
I
With,
Yeah.
was so excited for him when he came out
Yeah.
in the first round of the Derby and was like just mashed 24. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Nuts.
He was not playing around. It was
No.
crazy.
And then he got to the finals. It was adorable.
Yeah. Home run derby's fun. I highly suggest if you can ever go to that. I feel like it. I mean, I've never been to an All Star game, but I feel like it would be way more fun to go to a home run derby than an All Star game.
I like the home run derby more than the All-Star game.
Yeah, it's
different.
just seems more fun. Like somebody said, I don't know, doesn't matter. It was like it's different because at the home run derby, everybody's rooting for the same thing. Like everybody just wants to see a bunch of home runs. Nobody's booing anybody. Nobody cares more about one player than the other necessarily.
Yeah.
You're just
I did see
all
Twitter
wanting to
was
see the same.
booing Pete Alonso,
That's because
metaphorically.
Pete Alonso is kind of a fucking goofball, but like
And
in
it's
a
Twitter.
not
So.
adorable way. And also, yeah, it's Twitter.
I love that he took a timeout just to hype up the crowd, though. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. But then
He
people were like, he
he
must
was
love
there to be
cancer.
a
He's
showman.
trying to beat Trey Mancini. I'm
I
like,
did see that. Or
Like,
like the little kid who got
Like,
hurt
fucking
doing his thing, and he was like, "Fuck that kid, let me hit
and
some
he's
home
just
run."
dancing.
was
That
kind
was
of
great.
funny. That was kind of funny. It was kind of funny. I
That
don't
was
like
great.
Pete Alonso though. I don't know why. I just don't.
But
Sorry.
then when they said what his salary is, I was like, oh, bro, you need that $500,000
Yeah,
or
like
whatever
you
it
hit them
is.
damn home runs, baby. Hit them.
So,
Gone.
Yeah.
You need that truck probably. I mean, he probably still has the truck from last year, but whatever. Upgrade or whatever.
There you go. New model.
So.
anyway, so we're back regularly recording, hopefully.
Yes. Yes. Speak it into existence. It's happening.
Yes. What's today's the pod will be out tomorrow on Tuesday, and then it'll be on YouTube on Wednesday. Unless you're a patron, and it'll be on YouTube early for you. You can see it. It's patreon.com/mansplainbb podcast. And then if you want to check us out, we are on Twitter, MansplainBBPod, Instagram the same, and then our personal Twitter and Instagrams are Braves Ashlyn, Braves Emily, and Braves Marla.
We're very creative. Those are also our
Yes.
Venmos, though. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
so if you really want to be nice and supportive, you know how to do it. Put your money where your mouth is. Literally.
Yep.
well, I guess we will see everyone next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.